Hello and welcome to the Radiate Wellness Podcast with your host, metaphysician, Reiki Master, and hypnotherapist, Christi Hoffman. Each week, we will discover teachings, tips, and tools to radiate your best life ever with practitioners, authors, and luminaries to help you on your path. Wellness, joy, peace, abundance. What do you want to radiate?
Hello, and welcome back to the Radiate Wellness Podcast, where today we radiate the subconscious with QHHT. Well, and me too. Now, you notice that we're in different surroundings, and you'll probably notice that the sound quality of the rest of this episode is not the greatest. And that is because I'm in Sedona at a practitioner reunion retreat, a big event for all kinds of folks, not just QHHT practitioners. But in Sedona, I'd never been before, and this is really magical here. I love it in Sedona. So this session today was on a QHHT practitioner in Florida, level 2. I'll put her information in the show notes so you can contact her for a session for yourself if you are in the Florida area. Lovely lady. And we both thought it would be wonderful to conduct a session in Sedona at this magical weekend. Of course, it's Memorial Day weekend. And so the first part of this episode is going to be us talking about why she wants to have the session today. And then we move into the recap of the session. I didn't include the entire hypnosis session just to protect privacy and whatnot, but the rest of this episode is talking about what happened. I took copious notes. And what's strange is the client didn't remember very much. Now, people will remember varying amounts of a session. Out of 525 something sessions I've done, I've only had 3 who didn't remember anything. Most people remember something. Some people remember quite a lot. Some people think they remember quite a lot, but when I ask them, their memory might be spotty. But some people actually do remember everything. Everybody's different. So in this session, Gina did not remember everything. In fact, she remembered very little. But what she was able to add was really wonderful. And that's why I like to go over my notes after a session, because the client can fill in on more of what they experienced, but maybe weren't able to put into words. So enjoy. I think this was a wonderful session. I think you'll see why. Yes, she got her questions answered. And do your own QHHT session. You will not regret it. So wherever you are listening, there are practitioners near you, level 1, level 2, level 3. It does not matter. You can have a great session at any level. So please do go to qhhtofficial.com and find a practitioner near you. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of the session. So why did you want to have a session?
I wanted to have a session because I have seen during my meditation door that I really wanted to. I see a door and I see a light through the door, and I tried through different techniques to open the door to see what's behind it. And I know there is something that's waiting for me over there. That's something new that I haven't discovered, new level, be able to, I think I'll get a lot of answers to my questions, and I will get opening to the source or connect to higher self through that door. And I'm trying to get through it, but it's very hard. Every time I'm trying to push it, it disappears completely if I do it too hard. And otherwise, it just doesn't open. So I want to get through the door. I want to see what the other side. I'm looking forward to that. And this is something that I wanted to be able to connect so I can help people and myself as well to get that beautiful energy, healing energy, loving energy, to connect to the source and be able to heal ourselves. And I know there is something that's waiting for me, unbelievable. I know there is some kind of a breakthrough that I'm hoping to have through the door. Every time I get closer to the door, my heart is pounding. I feel all the excitement. I want to push it through. And then I guess either I'm too weak for that, or when I'm trying to put forces, it disappears. So before I was thinking I'm not ready. But I am ready, and I know that I'm ready. It's just I need some help. I need somebody, a guide to take me to the other side.
So what do you think is going to happen once you get past this door?
I think I'm going to have opening more of my vision, third eye, opening up, seeing it more, be able to connect and improve myself, going to discover more abilities, what I have. And I want to see what's out there.
We'll see what's out there.
I want to see what's out there.
And you're a practitioner yourself.
Correct.
Level 2.
Correct.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
great.
I see what people see when they're going into the hypnotist life, but I want to be there. I want to be able to experience that too. I wanted to be able to see what they see. And I've heard so many stories and I read books on that and people telling me, wanted to be able to experience. I've never had that opportunity until now to experience that. So I'm just very excited to do that.
I am so excited for you to have this experience in Sedona.
In Sedona.
This is wonderful. Oh, super. Well, I can't wait to get started. So it's interesting that you don't remember very much of the session. Not
How many lives I had?
We went to one, but boy, it was a good one.
Really?
It was
Okay, I'm
really
curious.
good.
Yeah.
So we used the elevator method because you know the other method quite well from
Mhm.
your
The
studies.
cloud. Yeah.
The cloud, yes, of course. So interestingly, you went to the 6th floor, which we don't often, I mean, it's like I never ask which floor, but sometimes people will want to tell you which floor that is. But the elevator doors came open and you were afraid to come out. You said someone's out there. And then finally you felt safe to go. There were marble floors and glass doors. There's glass everywhere. And there were divisions there. They were like mirrors and they were showing you shadows. Do you remember this? Then
I
something,
think I do. I saw myself like standing somewhere and I saw myself like reflection of myself at some moment.
I think that's really pertinent from where we're going to go with this to see a reflection of yourself. That seems to signify something. You saw something at the end of the hall. It was a wooden door and it was closed.
The door.
I know. Yeah. So this is why you wanted to have a session because you've always felt that there was a door that you saw in meditations that you wanted to go through.
Right.
Well, guess what?
What?
You went through.
We went through. Yeah.
The beautiful wooden door. It had a number on it, but you couldn't see what that was. You felt there was someone behind that door and they were waiting for you. And you wanted to go through the door, which is I took as a very good sign. And you just knocked, and then it opens, and then you go ahead and go in. And there is a table, like one of these big fancy board tables, like boardroom tables with a glass top, 12 chairs around it.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Why 12?
It's a good question. Why 12?
I guess I was having a conference.
I think you might have been having a conference.
Right.
That you said it was all beautiful. It's a beautiful office. There were windows and you could see trees out of the windows. The office was big. The table was oval and there were folders on the table. There were blue folders, but one said executive on it. And you were afraid to open it. You really wanted to, but you were afraid to. You didn't know if you'd have permission. And you were smiling about that. And then you noticed that there were tropical flowers that smelled beautiful on the table. And then you said again, I really want to open this folder. And so you went ahead and opened it. And it had a photo on the top page and it said Gina's profile. And you were curious
I
about.
remember I seen my picture. I was now wondering why did it like my portrait, like more. Yeah, I think. Oh, so it was in a folder.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Because I saw first, I thought that's a reflection in one of those glass doors, but it was in a folder. Okay.
That's what you said. Now, the thing is, with hypnosis, you understand that there's more that you're perceiving when you're in trance than you can actually communicate to me. So you may have noticed your image in these reflections as well as in the folder. So you may have both of those working for you, right? So you were curious about this folder and the profile, and you said someone's coming, and this was a tall man in a suit, 35-ish years old. He was smiling at you, and this was his office. And I said, what do you want to tell him? I would tell him to sit down. And he said, the folder is for you. And you felt confused about that. He was friendly, but you were confused because the folder had symbols on it that was like writing or communication, and you didn't know how to read it. And then he called for someone to come and help you read it. That there was a girl that came in. She was blonde and she had 2 ponytails. Don't remember this? Oh my goodness. That she said, you should be able to read it, no problem. And then she was going to help you with this. And she pulled you toward a tunnel. And she said, you have to study before you can read this.
Oh, okay.
There's a red carpet in the tunnel. You remember any of this?
I remember going through some tunnel. I don't remember red carpet, but it was like tunnel like that, and it going like I was thinking, how am I gonna go through? Because it was getting like narrow, but it was getting smaller and smaller. And the only thing I was thinking, how am I gonna get through it?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get through it?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, you said it was a long hall and then it was moving and then there was a light and the girl had disappeared. And you followed this light and the light was pulling you and going faster and it grew larger like the sun. It had dark spots in it. You remember any of this? Oh my goodness, this is fun. You know, people remember differing amounts. Sometimes people will say, oh, I remember everything. Sometimes they remember bits and pieces. Sometimes they remember a lot. There are some holes. It's very rare that somebody remembers absolutely nothing. I've only had that happen 2 times out of 520 something sessions. And your memory is a little spotty, but again, when we start talking about it, that starts to spur your memory. So there were dark spots in the sun like light, and you were going closer to it and it was getting brighter. And it was just like, it was this light, it was like a tornado around you. And then your eyes started going crazy. It was like, you know how when you're dreaming and you have the rapid eye movements?
Uh-huh.
You were doing that.
Uh-huh.
Your eyes were just moving everywhere rapidly. You didn't feel, I was watching the whole time. And you were just like, you were watching something. And you said it was like a tornado around you and it was raising you up and it was making you go higher. And how did you feel? I asked. And you said, I feel light like a feather. And then all of a sudden you were among the stars and the galaxy and the planets. You were way out in space. You saw the earth floating. You saw the earth below you. And
I saw the earth?
Yes, you did. You said it was blue.
Okay.
And you said, I'm just floating here. And then the comets were going by and they were going so fast. And
That's fascinating. That's so fascinating. Oh my God, yes.
And you said it looked like northern lights around you, pinks and purples and greens and such.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
And then you changed. You were a white being. You had long arms, long legs, and not human. You said, I am so beautiful. You said, I'm female. I have no age really. And there are other beings like you around you. And then there was someone who stepped up to be in charge. And you said this was a male figure, very kind and loving. And he helps us. And I'm like, wait, us?
Who are us?
These other beings around you.
Okay.
He guides us. And there are many of these beings with you. And they were like you. And you felt respect for him, love. He was so wise. And how did he feel about you guys? Like a father and loving. And we're helping the galaxy. And your mission, yours was to help Earth, but you were supposed to have fun with it.
Oh.
You were supposed to spread love and peace. But it's difficult because people don't want love and peace.
Which is true.
Which is true. But you have to be there. You have to be there many times and you want to quit and you can handle it. It's like you thought you could handle it though. But you wanted to quit, but you thought you could handle it. You needed to stop doubting yourself.
That's what self-doubt is coming from.
That is where self-doubt is coming.
Still doubting myself. Even in human body, I'm doubting myself. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. You wanted to tell him that you wanted to quit, but you have the most important mission. It's important to save humanity, and you don't have to do anything if you're not comfortable with it. That was exciting that you could, if you really, really didn't want to do it, you didn't have to do it, but you chose to.
Okay.
You're getting the truth bumps?
Yes.
Oh my God. Success is just being there and helping. You have to find the best in people. Don't concentrate on the hate and the fear. Bring out love. We are at a higher level, very, very high. We have to show by example. Don't give up. And he told you that you're ready, but that you doubt yourself. He said that you have a gift, a unique gift
Hmm.
that it's
What is that?
discipline if you stay on your path. If you open it, you can save people. If you open this gift, you can save people and it lights up their soul. If you do not save that, and I ask, well, what happens if they're not saved? Well, then everyone has to start over. It sounded like through this session that we've been through this a few times, that we've been given so many chances here on earth, and that this is something that you came to do to help us yet again. We're going to show you again how you can save yourselves.
Oh, the humans will start over again. Or I will have to.
No, well, the whole process will have to start all over again.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is kind of nice because no harm, no foul. You guys don't get it. You get to come back again and start all over again.
Okay.
You said that people are beautiful, but they just don't understand how to love. Okay.
Okay.
So we kind of got to a point in this story. I thought, okay, well, let's just move ahead and see what happens. So we moved ahead and choo, 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 choo. There go your eyes again. All these rapid movements of your eyes. And then you were on a rocky mountaintop and you could see a spring going down a mountain. It was fresh water. It was day. And you were going with the spring down the mountain. And there was a very beautiful crystal, many crystals, and they sparkled.
Oh my God, that's the crystals. I thought I'm in some kind of I'm like, why am I seeing so much crystals? So many different. They were not like a regular crystals. We have crystals here, but I say,
Yeah.
they were so different colors, very, very vibrant colors, but there was such an energy from them. I felt the energy from the crystal that they were able, if they have a language, they would have talked.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, but they were kind of like to the point being alive.
Conscious. Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
That is so amazing.
I know.
But wait, there's more.
Okay. Oh my God.
He said they sparkle in different colors and I can make them turn colors.
Wow.
Yeah, that you were making them
Wow.
turn colors. You got the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And then you can move the water. It sparkles and changes the colors of the crystal.
The water?
But you were directing this.
I did the water to.
Yeah. To change the colors of the crystals. I don't know. So as you know, the window does remain open for a while, maybe 2-3 days. So pay attention to dreams, to daydreams, to sudden thoughts that come into your mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
And that's also why we talk about this after the session, because sometimes the memory is kind of spotty about it. And so talking about it brings out more and reinforces to you. And then you fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Right. So what colors were these? Red, gold, green. And the water was like this light and it created a rainbow.
Remember.
You remember the rainbow?
Oh my God. I remember the rainbow. It was not our rainbows that we see. It was under the ground and then above it was a circle of rainbow. It was so beautiful. It's not like finished like it goes on Earth. We have rainbows here. No, it was like a rainbow bowl. It was like, oh my God, I remember the rainbow. It was going into different, not only color shades, it was going with the lights in it. It was amazing. It was something that I've never seen here before like that. Never will see that. Did you ever see like a double rainbow?
Yes.
Okay. Can you imagine that double rainbow and once also on the bottom like double, like a whole, it was like amazing. It was not only on the top, it was underground. And I was thinking, just now you remember rainbow, but it's not a regular rainbow. It was with the different many colors. I would say like many, many colors, non-ending. It doesn't end. It just was glowing. But you could have seen the whole like circle, the second half on the bottom underneath. It's like through the crystals, it was magnifying it and you could have seen through.
You know what? I have heard that rainbows are not just an art, that they actually do form a circle.
They're not. I've seen it.
Wow.
That's when you said the rainbow. I've seen the whole thing. And they were on the top of crystals.
Yeah.
It was amplifying the colors. And the crystals colors were flaming up from crystals to kind of a light up the rainbow. Right now, like you said, the flare back, just coming back. It's amazing. It's like a whole big round colors of rainbow. all over, and the crystals will take the different colors into that and energy and like charging it, and it would just go the charge from it. It is just something unbelievable. It's like charging up and it's getting brighter. That rainbow were getting brighter with those crystals and everything moving. Oh wow. Oh, it was beautiful.
That sounds amazing.
Those
Oh.
crystals. Oh my, interesting. But I do remember crystals.
Uh-huh.
And when you mentioned rainbow, I saw it. It was like a whole circle of colors, and they were non-stopping, like they were revolving and changing, and like it would become like different and more colorful, like changing them. Unbelievable.
You said that it produces a heat or a flame, and we use it for energy like our food.
Ah. Oh, interesting.
And it's funny because as soon as you woke up from this and you said you remembered crystals, that's about all you remembered. You said, am I thinking of that because your friends are out in Sedona shopping for crystals right now? Of course, we're in Sedona, the huge crystal and vortex. You said, am I thinking about that? And I said, no, there's more to it.
We used it as food.
It's food. Amazing.
Oh wow.
Like sustenance. And you said you have to be careful. Don't take it from some places, but it creates harmony. You put your intention into it, and it's very beautiful. And we collect them in a special place, and it creates frequency. And I have to protect this crystal energy. You don't remember any of this. You look like you're shocked.
What?
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Yeah, it creates a frequency and you have to protect that energy. Or you can destroy it with violence. It can be destroyed with violence. Right? Seems magical. It's a way to create or a way to destroy.
Uh-huh.
And you have to find the dark stones and turn them to light. And they look like a tube or a lotus flower. And everyone, you're talking about the humans at this point, everyone shows like an authority, like this fake authority. And then you were talking about how we were so ridiculous and that you and your kind have to remain anonymous. We can't know about you. Humans cannot know about you because they would seek to destroy you. Now, I don't know how we would destroy energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, but it sounded pretty serious. You have to be this higher frequency.
Maybe not destroy, maybe to mark it to a different frequency energy. And maybe, like if you're taking inside of if you have a honey, right, the pot, and you're taking something that bad, spoiled, and you put it inside, you have to throw away the whole bottle of it.
Oh, yeah.
So contaminate that.
Oh, that could be, yes. Okay. And then you said, humans think they're in charge of the universe. And you started cracking up. Of course, it made me laugh too. Wasn't they in charge? Oh, it's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay. He said they're in charge of nothing. That it's all harmony. And then, oh, this was brilliant. You said we gave them egos just to see what they do with it.
Playing with that stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why we've got egos, to see what we're going to do with it. We have to realize that the ego is nothing. We have to control it. It's there to protect humans. That's all. It's childish. They're being childish with it. Yeah. Yeah. It's childish. It would be easier to be above it all. And humans have to learn to be friends with the ego. It becomes your helper. The ego is to help you. It's to make your life easier, but it's being used as a weapon.
Oh, that's the, and that's what a lot of people use it.
They do. They use it to harm others.
Right. That's true.
Create division.
That's true.
We have to train the ego as a helping tool. And how do we do that? Start first by addressing fears. Be more open to listening. The ego is there to help. And then I asked more question about that. And you said, we're searching for that. But then we moved on, and I don't think I could understand what you were saying then, but your voice did get very, very, very soft. But we moved on to the subconscious. We call it the SC, not quite the most accurate term, but that's what Dolores Cannon called it, the subconscious, the SC. Why did they show you that lifetime? So that she knows the purpose of her life. And what is that? She's here to guide and help people find love and peace.
It's like at the beginning, the love and peace, and this is again.
Came full circle.
You see? Yeah. He told me at the beginning, and now it came back to my superconscious. Okay. Love and peace. Okay.
Love and peace.
Interesting.
I think you're doing pretty well with that. In fact, I said, well, how is she doing with that? And you said, she's doing okay.
Just okay?
That's what you said. And I said, well, tell me more about that. Well, it's very important, but she's not taking it seriously.
Because me, what I have to do with humanity, love and peace, if I cannot take care of my own love and peace and do it to everyone, okay, whatever.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
You have to concentrate on it. She's been too scared to do that. What are the lessons from that lifetime as this light being bringing love and peace? She has the power and the strength, but she's still afraid. She's not using her gifts. She's been playing the human too much.
Is it funny?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I human.
That you've been too much in emotion.
That's what that means. That's right. Yes.
I know. Yeah. And like guys tell me all the time that we have to put the human in the human experience. And we're here to experience that contrast.
Yeah.
But it's
She's
really
playing so much human. Okay, that's funny. Okay.
She has to concentrate on her mission. She has a big mission to do, and we believe in her. We're always behind her. They kept saying this.
Yeah.
Always behind her. So then we addressed some of your questions. So question about self-doubt and esteem, that this comes from childhood, your first time in a body. And she came in and too sensitive as a child, too personal. She did not have much encouragement. No one told her how beautiful, how smart she is. And I said, well, why did she come into this lifetime then? Because you did come into a part of the world that was very tense and very difficult. You know, that was not an easy place to integrate.
For sure.
And people being miserable, people being depressed.
Yeah.
Right?
So why did I choose that?
You wanted a challenge.
Oh. Could I choose something less challenging, maybe?
Well, but it's too late to ask that, isn't it? That would have been great to ask before you were born.
Right.
But no, you felt you were up for the challenge. And it was one of the best of our school, is what they said. You're one of the best students.
Oh.
Right.
That's good.
Watch that ego, girl. What would you have her know? She's beautiful and intelligent. They said that to you. Then I asked another question, your life path, your career, and expanding your practice. Of course, you've got practice of healing, QHHT, and other things that you're bringing to Florida and people around you. And the answer there was stop being distracted by people, stay focused. She's trying to help everyone, but she has to be organized. Prioritize and make time for the people who need you most. Help yourself first. Stay focused. Work on time management. Focus on your family.
Oh, that's a very important messages. Yes. Sometimes I want to just disconnect, turn off the phone, turn off everything. Don't talk to anybody because it distracted me. Everybody has an issue. They would call anything.
Yeah. If you have an iPhone, you can set that to do not disturb. And you can program it to shut off during certain hours so that you're not disturbed. Certain people can get through if you need to, you know, your family, whatever. But you need to stay focused and practice time management. Focus on your family.
I don't want to take too much of your time, but I would like to ask you a few simple favors. First of all, please rate, review, and share this podcast wherever you're listening. You know, it sounds like a simple little thing, and it is, but it has a huge impact for us because it helps other people find us in the podcasting algorithms. I don't know how it works, but I do know that it helps a lot. Next, if you would subscribe or follow wherever you're listening, whether that's YouTube or Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, wherever you're listening, just hit subscribe or follow, and that helps you and it helps us. It helps you because then you receive notifications when we have a new episode that's out. It helps us because, again, algorithm magic, I don't know what happens, but it helps. And then finally, you can support our podcast in a tangible way by going to radiatewellnesscommunity.com/podcast and then click on support the show. Now, we have a new feature too. We are now on Patreon. You can find us on Patreon. You can also find the link to Patreon when you go to radiatewellnesscommunity.com/podcast. So on Patreon, for $3 a month or $5 a month, you can support your metaphysical and spiritual growth. You can learn about upcoming guests, and you can get early and ad-free versions of the shows. So please support us. This podcast is free for you to listen, but we have costs, and quite frankly, they come out of my pocket. So if you like this content, if you get a lot out of it, please see what you can do to give back. Thank you so much.
All right. Then there was the question about your sister. Of course, I'm keeping anonymity here. It's not your problem. Oh, your sister needs to eat right, to exercise. Stop being so anxious. This is her path. She's on her path. You're not on her path. You need to love and support her, but she won't listen. There was a question about a test. She will pass, not to worry about that. Just breathe and relax. All right. Next question is about your daughter, that she's interesting. Everything that you're fearful of, though. So your daughter is coming to show you back to you everything that you're fearful of, right?
Interesting.
She tests you with love. She mirrors you and holds that mirror up to you like a surgeon.
Mhm.
And I asked about her partner that you had some questions about, and this partner is also doing that, challenging you to be accepting and testing you.
Well, I guess, yeah, I need to pass the test.
You need to pass the test. All right. The next question is about your mom and her health. This is that your mom's health is her path. You take care of yourself, and mom needs to take care of herself. You need to stop worrying about everybody. Okay. Then I asked about your purpose with your sister.
Stop.
You just say, okay, I'm holding space for you. I am concerned about you, but you know what? Ultimately, you're going to make your own decisions. I can just hold space for you and wish you the best. And, let me know if I can help, basically. Right. I asked about your purpose for reincarnating or incarnating with your sister. Of course, this is your first rodeo. What is your purpose with your sister? You come from two different worlds and you need to find common ground.
Okay.
And you told me that your sister's not necessarily into all this metaphysical stuff that you are. And that's okay. You need to accept. Both of you need to accept. What is your purpose with your mom? To rescue your mom, to help her find her purpose.
Rescue my mom.
Yeah. She was trying to get rid of you. She was depressed. She was young. She wasn't ready. You showed her what love is.
Mm,
And then your mom turned out to be a great mom.
she's a great one.
That is wonderful. See? So I've heard this from many people that their children come to rescue them. They were in a dark place. And then the children come along and bring that light. Like you're going to cry. I feel like I'm going to cry. Yeah. How does that feel?
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
big.
It is.
Well, do you think you'll tell your mom that? I think you should. All right. And then they added, if a soul wants to come, the soul's going to come. I think this was perfect for the situation with your mom. Your mom was, of course, very young in a communist country and scared, but you were determined.
The soul was determined to come through.
If the soul wants to come, the soul will come, which I think is important for us to understand in terms of miscarriage and even abortion. That's not going to stop a soul from coming.
No.
If the soul wants to come, the soul's going to come. I put a little star next to that so I can make a meme out of it because I think it's important. Question number 2. Oh, relationships and how to meet the right people to be in relationship with. Stop looking for people who need you like a mother. I saw that expression. What was that one? Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I would be the one that, I can see that.
Find someone who treats you like a woman. Know that she's beautiful. She's smart. She's a spiritual person. Find someone who knows that. Look at you. You've got this beautiful brown hair, these gorgeous crystal blue eyes, lovely smile.
Thank you.
You're so smart. You have such a huge heart.
Thank you. But yes, I kind of bother all of them because I guess that's what they were looking for when they were, and that makes sense. They were raised by mother and grandmothers. So it was easier for that man to transition into another mother-son relationship.
We kind of gravitate toward what we know.
I want to be a mother. I have 2 children. That's all I wanted to be mother to now. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, interesting.
Oh, you're going to love this. You need to look for crystals in the men, not the dark stones.
Oh, how do I find it?
Well, open yourself up as a gem. You're going to have to figure out how to do that one. Open yourself up as a gem. But I think once you realize your worth, your beauty, your intelligence, your worthiness, you're going to open up like a gem.
Okay, so no crystal stores for them. There is no crystal store that you go pick up a man and saying this is a dark stone. This okay. So I have to figure out on my own. Interesting.
I'm thinking now that you know that you could probably look at someone and
Yeah.
know if they're a crystal or if they're a dark stone. Now you know also what to look for. Is
Right.
this guy looking for a mother?
Yeah.
Or is he looking for a woman?
Right.
You're a woman. Okay. The next question was about opening your third eye. Oh, you're going to love this because you thought your third eye was firmly closed. You were upset about it. I used to have it open, but now it's closed and I really want it open. It's been open. She don't know what she wants to see.
That's interesting.
She has knowledge. The eye is open always. She thinks it's a perfection. Like we show her signs, but she doesn't want to see them. So it's like you're looking for perfection instead of what they're actually showing you.
So I'm looking for a movie to be showing to me exactly what to do from A to Z, and it's in a different way, and I'm not looking for it.
Right.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you? And so now you get it.
We talked about it, by the way, discussed it when we were outside of You were trying to tell me that too.
Without
Interesting.
trying to lead you.
Right.
Yes. We think it has to be a certain way, but instead of the way that they're showing you.
Mhm.
So we show her signs she doesn't want to see. She's not believing in herself. She has it all the way down. It's been open since day one.
Mhm.
What is her gift? And when they mentioned gifts, so I said, gift? What is that? To bring people to a higher vibration into love and harmony. How can she be better at that? Turn off the distractions of others trying to get her energy.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I can see that happens all the time.
Does it?
Yeah.
Like, and I know too from my practice, it's like people approach me who really are not seeking to do their own work.
Right.
People are seeking me out, but not wanting to acknowledge their fears and their background and not wanting to acknowledge where they are. So
They want a pill to give them, so they're gonna heal and everything gonna be gone, and for us to give it to them. And I have people in my life, well, a lot of people, they think that I will do the magic and everything will change, and they don't have to do any work.
but it's time to turn off those distractions.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the most beneficial and kindest thing that we can say to somebody is, gee, that sucks. What are you going to do?
Right.
Right? Sometimes people just want to be heard, but they don't necessarily want a solution.
Then they have to go to psychology.
That's fine. Or they have to do their work and then they're ready.
Right.
Right? Your job, though, is to focus your energy on those who really want to advance. Right?
Got it.
You need to realize who you are. Realize who she is. That's what they said. Okay. And then the next question was about moving to a better place. She can do that if she wants to do it. She can be anywhere. Just trust will take care of her. Oh God, they said that so many times. Trust will take care of you. Everyone's okay. Everyone's going to be okay. Don't do any more jobs. You just quit your job so you can focus on healing work. Don't do any more jobs. It's like they know you or something.
Really? Do they?
Oh, so well. This is a crucial time for people to become aware, feel love. People are distractions. So, focus on the ones who are gonna do the work and feed your soul, right? Okay. And then the next question is about financial freedom. Stay on the path. Don't be afraid. Just do it. That's it. We'll do the rest. All right. So then we got to the body scan, starting at the feet and moving up. Right leg, in general, the right side kept coming up. Pinched nerve from sitting, sciatica. The lesson there was to move forward. Move now. And they kept saying that. Take on projects that you've been talking about, these gatherings that you're wanting to do. Do it. I feel like some of this was directed to me too. It should be like, we're listening. Okay, but these projects, take them on, and these gatherings you've been wanting to do, you've been procrastinating. So that's been causing this pain down the right side, which we find in Julia Cannon's book, Soul Speak. We find it in Louise Hay. It's about moving forward, right? Then lower back was the next thing. Relying on people is okay. Relying on others is okay. And again, we see this in Soul Speak by Julia Cannon. We see this in Messages for the Body by Dr. Michael J. Lincoln. We see this in You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. The low back is about support, right? So you have support. You just need to rely on it. It's okay to do that. Then they were clearing it because we always want to ask them to clear these things. So let's clear the low back and the sciatica. How are you doing that? Using crystals to untie your muscles.
Am I connected to Christi?
Apparently.
I should start looking into that and studying more. That is so interesting.
Yeah. And they said you needed collagen, that you were losing cartilage. And so I said, well, can you help her with that? Can you heal that? They said, oh, yeah, we're rebuilding it now.
Okay.
How's your body feeling?
Let me see. Oh, I feel good.
Of course you do.
Yeah. Oh, wow. No.
Look at you touch your toes.
And today I was walking like that up the hill. We were going with Regina and Arena. We were going up, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's killing me here. I don't need to hold anything."
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
You rebuilt your cartilage.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That is good.
They also put some in your right knee. Okay. And then
We never even mentioned the right leg or knee.
I know in the interview that didn't even come up.
No.
So that always surprises me in the body scan when it's like, we never talked about that, but apparently that's a problem, but not anymore. Okay.
No.
So how will she, so we always want to ask, well, how is she going to feel after having the healed, right? She'll feel great.
I do.
But move. You have to move your body.
I'll move my body.
You have to move your body. She's going to feel great, but she's got to keep moving. She's got to move to keep that healing going. Otherwise,
Got it.
Got it. This is hilarious. Are you ready? You said she just has to walk for God's sake. It's sassy.
Oh wow.
Just walk. Just walk, yeah. The right side all the way down, you just have sore muscles, but it's from being in this position over your computer and everything. But it also comes from blaming yourself. So you need to stop blaming yourself. She's beating herself up all the time. And stop trusting everyone. Trust us, we'll do the rest. We're healing it for her now. So they healed all of that on the right side of the body and everything.
Thank you.
But they said she's trying to resist us.
Oh.
Yeah, you were kind of holding back on them. And I said, why would she do that? She likes to punish herself.
Self-punishment?
Mm-hmm. She's not here to be punished. She's here to fulfill her dreams. We're correcting the fascia.
Okay.
How are you doing that? I asked.
Yes, me too. What is
We're pouring liquid in. What is this liquid? It's light. It's a green mixture. It's like lava. I know, right? You're looking at me with such surprise in your face.
Lava. Have you ever heard anything like that?
I've heard all kinds of things.
Okay, lava.
Yes, green lava. And what is this green lava mixture? We made it for her.
So they knew about the session.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow. How
Can I have a mixture here to go? Can I have a bottle of her if I need it?
you won't need it because they fixed it,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
right? How will she feel after this? She'll feel great, but she'll feel kind of tired.
Mhm.
And I know this weekend, and I asked that this weekend, this retreat in Sedona, we are going to be jam packed. There's going to be a lot of people to talk to. And I just said, can you just help her feel rested and grab time that she can rest? But there's a lot of work that is continuing. So they're going to keep working on you, but she does need to sleep. So
You know what I felt?
what's
I
that?
remember like somebody was here, like
Solar
here.
plexus?
Yes, was pressuring, like some pressure. Now I remember like somebody was pressuring. And I feel like I would just, when sometimes you drink water and you feel it all the way down here, that's what I feel. Maybe that's what the green liquid was. Because I feel like, like you're doing, because it's here. I felt it like something was going down here. And I'm like just now feeling it, but it's not possible. I drank water way before we had a session. So that was not it. That was a liquid. Okay. Lava. Okay.
Isn't that wonderful? Wonderful. And then you said something that I didn't quite make out because, again, your voice got very soft. This is very common in QHHT that people's voices will be soft. They added just don't take on so much. Too much cortisol and stress. You need more estrogen. Remember, she's a woman and she needs to control how much and who she gives her energy to. Okay. But they balance that.
Okay.
Okay. And then was there anything else? The right side of the head? There was something
Yeah,
that
what was happening to my right side of the head? It feels good, but it feels like it's numb. Like I don't feel any discomfort or pain, but it feels like it's numb over here. Like I just have some, put some anesthetic stuff on it, and I feel numbness.
Well, you had surgery on it. They said that there was something that looked kind of like a blood clot. It wasn't a blood clot. And that alarmed me because I thought blood clots in your brain are not good. But they said, no, it just looked like that. Does she need it for any reason? No, she doesn't need it. How did they removed it? They put in a device that looks like an octopus. I know you can't make this stuff up. Yeah. All right. They put this thing in there like an octopus and then it sucked it out. We use this to remove things. Can't make this up.
Okay.
Isn't that wild?
It is.
So no wonder it feels kind of, heavy and numb. It's probably still
Such a good
adjusting. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's like adjusting.
Oh, interesting.
It was affecting your vision, which is one of your questions. It was affecting your vision and it was minor, but it could grow. So pay attention and look for information. But they said it was taken out. You just need to pay attention and look for stuff. But that was the lesson behind the vision. You want to know what the lesson is. So the lesson behind the vision was pay attention and look for information. And just they healed that. So then I asked if there was anything else, and they said no. And I said, well, I know that there are a couple of issues, blood pressure and cholesterol. So tell me about that. And they said she needs to move. She needs to walk. She needs to move. Do not be lazy. No excuses. I am writing this like verbatim. No excuses. Just move. Find the time. And then the last question I asked was about weight and why you have excess weight and how you can release it. Move. It's easy.
Wow. Oh, very direct.
Direct.
Just move.
So then I wanted to know, is there anything else? We always want to ask at the end of the session, well, is there anything we haven't covered, anything we haven't asked, anything else that the client needs to know? She will be extremely happy, but she needs to love herself. We'll work with her in harmony, and she needs to have love for herself. She knows her path, but she's not listening.
I'm not listening.
You agree?
I guess. Yes, I agree.
She needs to believe in herself. We will always be there for her. Or no, we will always be here for her. Subtle difference. Always be here for her. And then I like to ask as a practitioner, is there anything I need to know in order to help the client? Reinforce this message, which we're doing now,
Yeah.
right? She'll need some guidance and encouragement as well as validation. Humans need validation. Her journey will be wonderful. We'll do the work for her. Let us be there. So they're going to meet you and they're going to work with you. So what do you think?
Amazing.
What's your biggest takeaway?
Not to be afraid, and knowing that I have a support in that, and I kind of have a blessing on that doing that. And this is my path, and stop trying to find an excuse if I'm not doing it, having a job, paying bills, doing some other stuff just to get me off my path, what I came here for. Stay on track, stop, allow other people to distract me, the ones that don't need help, like you said. Focus, plan it, and do it. And just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
They have your back.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
amazing.
So what do you think you're going to do with all of this?
I'm going to implement in my day-to-day life, and I'm going to concentrate building my practice.
Yeah.
Go further with that. And I'm going to start concentrating on how to turn around and stop loving myself and opening myself up as a gem.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's basically, I'm going to take that information, of course, go over it again, seeing, but I will not allow it anymore in my life to be distracted, turn around, going into wrong directions, and now knowing my path. I just want to stay focused. That's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be here to finish my mission. No matter how hard it is, I want to be there.
Yeah.
I
I'm
want to
excited.
succeed. Whoever is there, I want them to be proud of me that I didn't give up.
I think you're going to be great.
Thank you.
Don't know what to watch next? Decisions. Well, we've got some suggestions. You can click this little video here and watch that. It's something that we think you're going to like. If you like the last one, you're going to like that one too. You can also click on the subscribe button. And if you do that, then you'll get notifications whenever we have a new video up. Win-win, right?